Don't call me ungenerous. I have been positioning the camera just so you can get a beautiful view of these wonderful surroundings to find peace in your time. I know that the phrase is supposed to be peace in our time, as in no war, no conflict, no fires to put out, no conflagrations, but I hazard a guess that the answer to this question will probably be a yes. Have you involved yourself in other people's business, trying to sort out their lives, trying to sort out problems in the world, without first looking at yourself, looking at the man in the mirror? We all know that war doesn't just exist outside of ourselves. We know as wise people who watch this very channel that war starts in here. And charity, my friends, begins at home. You've got to sort out your own shit first before you start pontificating and judging other people's lack of order. There's lots of chaos if you want to find it, but I'm so focused now on peacefulness. I've just been on an absolutely epic walking out of my village, up the hill along the main road, and then along, you wouldn't believe that when you're out in the wilderness, in the moors that I've just been walking through, that there's civilization, just pinpointed right on the edge of it. And it's so magical. And the thing is, when you finally get away from all the civilization, the buildings, the shops, the vehicles, yes, there are dry stone walls, so the human hand leaves its mark wherever we go. But being out in the wild open countryside, it reminds you that there is the opportunity to find peace in all of the chaos that goes on. And the thing is, I use the word chaos and I use the term messiness, but the beauty of all of those things, the things that you can't quite make sense of, that there's an honesty in those things that we don't really appreciate. I believe that human beings are innately intelligent, but we are also innately capable of being our own destruction, of being very nihilistic, and often actually feeling quite hopeless. And the thing is, it's not the natural state of things. When branches and twigs fall off trees, they don't mind. You see, they scatter, the four corners of the landscape. They just fall wherever they may, and they accept it. And there's a lot to be learned from that. And I've wanted to go on this walk for a long time, but it's beautiful weather today, and it just felt like, okay, today is the day. I'm going to do it. I'm going to decide, and I'm just going to see what happens, see where the pathways take me. And if I have to, step through a little bit of mud, then guess what I'm going to say? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And most of the stuff that we believe is important really, really isn't. I'm going to go into a little bit of a spiel again, but what really matters is the beautiful connections that you make with people, the bolstering of your own confidence, your self-belief, and your ability to take action and to go out there and do things, not regardless of the consequences, not being, brash or being hasty or rash in any way, but just being out there in the unexplored and in the spontaneous moments where you're completely present, you're immersed in your surroundings, and you realize that whatever faces you in life, you can deal with it and you can make it something beautiful and educational, not just for yourself, but for other people as well.